Двигаемся. У-у-у. Это тут конус, как он называется?
Я увидел в этом.
В фантастических тварях он был. Так, окей, а куда идти? Ну мне по-любому надо наверх, но... Блин, я бы и вниз гонял. Ладно, окей, пока пойдем наверх. Потом посмотрим, что там внизу. Или вниз. Нет, наверх все-таки. Из каких-то шелкоблоков стен сделано.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant. You'd think you could... Just have to wait. That is not how that...
Это моя гостиная, да? Ну вот она, блин, ну прикольно, но я не эту хотел. Я не эту хотел. Там была... Блин, а у кого тогда была эта? Такая вся в этих... Ага, вся в растениях, такая зеленая была, очень прикольная, мне нравилась. Пообщаемся, братишка.
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. It sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Такой ботан какой-то, да? Я без понятия. Они все задроты, да? Вот. Блин, я же говорю, не тут выбрал, ёб твою мать. Бля, надо было переиграть, а можно переиграть тогда? Я совершил ошибку.
Сам с собой болтает. Тоже в этом, в настройки зайди.
Да вряд ли. Ну... Да, блядь, ладно. Блядь. Ну ладно, может я чему-то научусь в этой жизни.
I'm not sure this is the right spot.
But I'm not sure I want to do that.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here. Golden gobstones? My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
нифига, он тоже Саманта, да?
You, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
He did teach me a few things before term, but that's all I can tell you.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
А, вот мне нужно было пуф-пуф-инду двигать, они любят растения.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect.
Ну, окей.
It
Давай,
was nice
пока.
to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
О, яблочко. Здорово, ребята.
I should have known better than to buy something from a child walking the streets of Hogsmeade. Little scallywag. Gold, they said it was. More like the work of an leprechaun. Stuff disappeared in a
Just
few
have to
hours.
wait for the right moment.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Ладно, с этим базарим тоже.
One moment. Watch this.
Он тип, конечно.
Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
What did you hope would happen?
Такой ты
I
шутник, да?
suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
Harrowing indeed. I'm still a bit on edge myself. And a little nervous for classes to start.
Oh, you needn't be worried. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair?
Ha, I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
Ну ты тут вот этот сказал. Окей. Ща приду.
Wonder where they're from. Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
Ну, какие-то музыкальные инструменты. Блин, ну так-то красиво, конечно.
My uncle knows Kagara, so I can't imagine I would get good marks. And my aunt is Black's wife, so all in all, I'd say I'm well set.
А, мне надо вниз.
Want to
seen any faces at the table?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
О.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Прикольно они сделали с
Thank you,
этой.
Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Пойдем.
This way.
Да сейчас иду, нифига так, блин, так классно сделано.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Да иду я, иду, капец, она вообще прям...
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Ясно. Знание из руководства — это единственный способ зарабатывать очки опыта. А, ясно. Окей. Итак, это ваш уровень волшебства. Опыт, полученный в результате прохождения испытаний, повышает ваш уровень и силу. Ясно. Отслеживайте текущий прогресс в прохождении испытаний. Выберите меню испытаний, чтобы продолжить. Угу. Все новые испытания, которые вы разблокируете во время своих приключений. Капец они замутили, конечно. Соберите страницу руководства в Хогвартсе. Один из двух. Награда внешний вид и снаряжение. Очки. Каждое испытание имеет несколько уровней. На каждом из них вас ждут специальные награды, начиная от внешнего вида и заканчивая важными обновлениями. Окей. Можно получить меню испытаний. Возвращайтесь почаще, чтобы получить все награды, которые вы разблокировали. Ясно.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Нифига себе, даже этот чувак шевелится. А, да черт!
Какой?
Ну вон, там рыцарь шевелился, вот этот вот. Да. Там у меня еще звук в наушниках просто есть. Да. Объясните, да. Вот, видишь, смотри. Я же говорю. Блин, ладно, сейчас, короче, надо просто двигаться за ней, походу, да? Ладно, потом мы выясним все это дело.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Точку быстрого перемещения. Понятно. Шикарно. Так, Хогвартс разделен на две основные области. В левой части карты живут студенты и профессора. Здесь расположены гостиные и большой зал. Да, здесь вы можете видеть точки в следующем плане, которые доступны в этом регионе. Точки в следующем плане зеленого цвета — это те, которые вам удалось обнаружить, включая гостиную вашего факультета. Точки в следующем пламенем серого цвета показывают местоположение еще не обнаруженных точек быстрого перемещения. Ясно. В правой части карты находятся точки интереса, связанные с учебой, включая астрономическую башню, библиотеку и теплицы. Вот здесь-то выбирается все. Вот это я тупой. Профессор Уизли разблокировал для вас точку с летучим пламенем в центральном зале. Смените карту с помощью правого стика и направьте в точку с летучим пламенем. Поехали.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Блин, хочется вообще везде ходить, смотреть. О! Вот и точка. Сейчас я иду я.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
Ну, неплохие предметы.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Это не пивас, конечно.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Ну как, начинать уже врать с первого дня? Ну ладно. А ты чё, типа все будешь рассказывать?
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Окей. Так, ты все сразу с ним разговариваешь, что ли? Блин, так и не дадут ничего посмотреть, да? Ладно.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Mm-hmm. Основное задание, понятное задание, вы Ну, это понятно. Наличие заклинаний или вашему уровню. В этих случаях для уровня. Угу. Выполнять задачи профессора вот такого или в качестве награды за задание. Ясно. Задание с помощью крестика, чтобы продолжить. Так, занятия по защите от темных искусств и занятия по заклинаниям. А я успею и туда вообще? Ну ладно.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Угу. Что-то это я достал. А, ну типа это этот. Ясно.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Her. I thought it was Moakskin.
Revelio.
Taken in by the Fender.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Угу.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Окей.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
В центральном зале мне нужно встретить его и постараться найти этот уголок. Ага. Так, выключи палочку. А то как идиоты ходим. Блин, наверное, где-то ниже. Ну, и не здесь. Блин, он так-то здоровенький, да, вообще?
Найдите место, изображенное как...
Угу, я его ищу.
My older brothers were all sorted into Ravenclaw. They're terribly accomplished now. I'll never be up with them.
Вот это вот, типа. А, типа там думаешь, ну, может быть. А, ну да, вообще-то. Что я туплю. Ой, вот это что такое? Как это поймать? Или это то, что...
Looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
В стене находится мотылек. После похождения, что вырезаны картины. Интересно, есть ли способ вытащить его отсюда и вернуть в картину. Что там такое?
The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting lumos on it.
Заикающейся ухмылкой. Еще верить, что тот дом это является их лучшим другом, прикольно. А зачем им это нужно было? Так, где мои очки? О! А, нифига себе. Я нажимал какой-то хири. Так, ладно, здесь надо 8 собрать, но тут окей. О! А, ну понятно. Прикольно. О, кстати, подожди. О, прикольно. Ну ладно, пусть пока будут. Другого у нас нет ничего. Это что за вообще стыд такой? Ладно, пока это мы снимем. Пока снимем. Ну, это вот то, что у нас есть. Ну и здесь такая же тема, да? Так, ладно, поехали задание.
Lumos.
Давай. Летим.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Отличненько.
Rumor has it there's a secret passage leading to Hogsmeade, but I haven't found it. Probably for the best. Might be a good room.
Lenora?
Блин, овечки говно, конечно.
Did? How?
Ладно,
I
так.
found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit. although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Блин, да как-то можно... Нет, да, нельзя. Нет. Он всегда это открывает, да? Ладно, ок. Угу. Угу. Понятно. Ну да, чего не крутится же. Так, ладно, поехали. Нам нужно было двигаться туда. О, нифига, он реально даже играет. Еще такую музыку красивую. Странно, что эта картина просто картина. Капец, эти ребята меня пугают. Не, очень классно сделано, прям вообще шикарно. Ладно, я вообще туда иду, нет? Куда мне тут надо-то? Давай. Оп. А, ну понятно. О, нифига себе. Да все остановились. Блин, нифига. Нифига себе.
Let us keep our heads about this. Oh, I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
О, нифига, он этот. Они шевелятся тоже. А, они прям за тобой следят, видел, да? О, кисонька.
Интересно, как жить шизофреником? Там буквально следят. И топают. У кого мама расследование,
Revelio.
О!
Lumos.
Прикольно.
Revelio.
Нидерландского феникса. Прикольный. Какой-то чрезвычайно пугливая птица, которая может предсказать приход дождя, а ее крик, когда это считалось, предвещает смерть. Блин, ну капец, он вообще здоровый, прям. Че, видишь, что-то похоже на то, что было там? Ничего. Ну ладно, мы зато добежали до класса защита темных искусств. Тогда окей, погнали.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Окей. Ну, тут я уже знаю, поехали. Ой, там же надо было косик нажимать. Ладно, успел.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast.
Окей, я понял.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Контролирующая. Ясно, понял, давай, поехали. И оп.
Now, the basic cast. Well done. Well done.
Ясно, понял.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Только в первый день пришел в школу.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Ну давай, пацан.
This should be easy.
А как тебе такое?
Good form.
Let's just say
А, у него есть откат, да?
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Не понравилось, пацан.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Ясно.
Right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Вот, что с ним прям совсем можно базарить?
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Понятно.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Ясно. Вот тот обиженный. Мощно.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent.
по мне.
Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Тайный клуб называет тайну.
Так, что-то у меня открылось, наверное. А, теперь вам доступны побочные задания. Классно. Окей. О, получаем перчатки. А, нет, мне же нужно было поменять снаряжение, да? А что-то мне вообще не показывают, а где они? Да, что-то нифига тут нету вообще. Нигде они тогда? Ну, здесь-то вообще ничего нет. Ну, я туда заходил. А, вот так вот может. А, вот так они делаются. Понятно. Угу. О, другой разговор. Да в каком-то говне бегаю. Ну вот, уже крутой. Ой, еще такая тема есть, ничего себе. А, нифига себе. Ой, классный. Так, ладно, тогда еще вот так вот сделаем. Здесь, блин, очень странная, конечно, система. Ну, блин, шляпа очень странная. О, нифига себе, там еще этот. Все как-то шевелится, что ли? Прикольно. Но эти шляпы очень странные. Вот так вот это сделаем. А, так и этот весь тоже. Блин, прикольно. Ясно, все, я понял, погнали дальше. Ой, что-то нашел, нет? Ничего не нашел. Надо научиться взламывать замки.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I don't think owls make very good pets. You can't snuggle up to them the way you can with a cat. Why would anyone bother sending secret love letters? If you want
А, глобус-то? Блин, я чуть не видел. В натуре точняк. Ну что ты вообще внимательный? А, тут так-то вообще дофига картин. Это прям это было? Ну так вообще не дойдем до этого класса. О, нифига, это туалет.
Lumos. Revelio.
Не знаю. Угу. Он не здесь, там. Вот это поворот. А воды нет.
Lumos.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
А, вот оно точно. Сейчас я тут возьму. Окей. Долбоёб. Так, у меня просто вот эта дверь что-то какая-то. Ух ты. А нет, это какой-то другой класс. Да? Так, это что такое? Ну, ладно, потом окажемся, наверное, в этом классе. Так. Погнали. Найти бы теперь где-то зеркало находилось.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to.
А бабочка куда делась?
Revelio.
Чё?
Спать.
А, ну да, тоже так, значит, врубайся.
Behind you. There is an open seat here. Thank you. Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Так, новое заклинание. Поехали. Бенч.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Блин, ну прикольно, пока очень прикольно.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Нифига он строит.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like
Притягивающий цель к заклинателю. Держите редуин и нажмите на удачный кнопку,
The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. That's it! Stay focused.
Ну, вот так вот он прям катается хорошо, да? Окей, еще раз попробуем.
Excellent control there. Splendid!
Nice. Да, блядь.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Окей, да, согласен, поехали, интересно.
The blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Блин, ну она, походу, мощно играет. Понятно. Ну, дальше можно не играть, короче. Я же отпускаю. Или нужно и R2 отпускать? Ладно, сейчас попробуем. Да, выпендривайся. А, ну нужно обе кнопки отпускать. Окей, я понял. Блин, давай еще раз. Че, реванш, может, нет?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Блин, а они так даже не... Они вообще прям скинут шары. Это интересно будет считаться или нет?
There we go.
Да блин, да нет, я не видел. Окей, мне нужно потренироваться. Неплохо. Да нет. А, то есть реально, да? То есть, если они двигаются, Это тоже засчитывается, ясно, я понял. Ну, я просрал знатно.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Уагаду. Очень странное место.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand.
Интересно.
Very dramatic.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Прикольно.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well,
A word, if you
you'd be
would.
using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Давай общаться.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is
Да, очки надо
always a
снять,
fierce
конечно.
competitor,
Очки
though
дрянь.
I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Угу. О, уже 3-го уровня стал. Неплохо. Здорово, друга.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Блин, а где... Где я по итогу-то был?
this. What are you up to now?
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Может, вниз? Хотя бы, да? Вообще не помню, где было зеркало. А, чё, где-то здесь? А, вот оно, точно. Пожалуйста. Нет? А, все. Отлично. Так, что, открыли? Блин, как открывать сразу, интересно. Вот эта тема с заданиями. А, блин, это 3. А, вот оно как делается. То есть это просто меняет внешний вид, но оставляет характеристики, да? Что-то до меня долго доходит. О, можно с капюшоном, можно без. Ладно, ясно. С капюшоном еще паршивее. Окей, я понял. Все, теперь я понял. Не, надо убрать эти очки, ну их в жопу. Пусть пока будет так. Так, ладно, это я сделал. Теперь надо двигаться дальше. Ясно. Блин, ну красиво у них здесь, безусловно. И текстурки такие четкие. А, нифига, через улицу надо пройти. О. Моя. Слушай, местного духа и собрание студентов, несмотря на слухи, возможно. Спросранные сэром педагогом, это, безусловно, это самое верное стороны реки. Ой, убитая веселым рыцарем. Ничего не понятно, очень интересно. Это прям идеально подходит сюда. Кисленько. Здорово. А, это другая, да? Все стали добавлять в игру кошек. Прям повально. Вот этот поворот. Удивительное место, конечно.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Эй, как бы отвечать?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one.
Не, ну что делать? Будем учиться, да?
To Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier. We've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
Интересненько.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
То есть у них там какая-то банда орудует, да, в окрестностях школы, они такие аккуратней. Но ты сгоняй, конечно, но будь осторожен. Так, что там говорят? Действуй осторожно, чтобы получить свою первую задачу. Задача — это особый тип заданий, которые дают вам профессора, Хогвартса, и после их выполнения они учат вас использовать новые заклинания. Интересно. Устанавливающие чары репаров. Необходимы для выполнения других заданий. Ясно. Здесь что-то есть. Оп. Чашка. А где она вообще? Я не вижу ее хвост. Ну ладно. Все, ничего тут больше нет. Блин, надо клетку глянуть, интересно. Клетка крутая, она еще куда-то подвешивается, судя по тому, что сверху находится. Так, замки мы пока взламывать не умеем. А зато сундуки можем обыскивать. Вот полтинничек намутил. Столько звуков. Блин, а зачем мне вот эту постоянную музыку на фоне сделали? Выключить ее, что ли? Это что-то так как-то не очень. Там столько прикольных звуков. А, ну классно, типа, он отключает тогда вообще всю музыку везде. И причем не регулирует ее в процессе изменений, да? Хотя там музыка-то прикольная в целом, но она просто не очень уместна, я считаю, вообще везде. Ладно, сейчас поиграем немножко так, потом посмотрим. Кисонька другая уже.
Ah, there you are.
Он так чисто развлекается, да?
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Не, ну не зачем мне нужны, ясно, я понял. Давай
I'll
выполним.
start on the task right away, Professor.
Нет?
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Ну я понял, а как мне забрать-то? Ну вот это я затупок, конечно. Блин, надо спать, надо по-любому спать, я безумно плохо соображаю. О. Потом по-любому надо будет эту статую собрать, да? Ну, а если не надо, то с помощью этого заклинания мы сможем ее собрать.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
А, я видел ее, она летает. Оп, моя. Блин, мне так нравится вообще качество текстуры, очень круто.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Это ж не моя палка. Ой, интересно, тоже что-то посложнее. Ну, не сильно, конечно, все еще для тупых, но прикольно. О, кайфово. Блин, капец, они круто сделали, конечно.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Блин, на них вообще, по сути, можно реально все разбивать, и тебе ничего за это не будет, потому что потом ты такой раз и сам собрал. Причем, по сути, ты реально ты сам можешь собрать, и, видимо, это очень просто. Вот. Но почему-то этот чувак не сделал этого. Ну, или не чувак. Ладно, поехали смотреть за магией. Ну что, творим магию?
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Блин, это офигеть, они как они круто это все сделали. Короче, когда показывали геймплей, ну там с разработчиками, сидели разработчики, и они приглашали туда постоянно по одному человеку там из комьюнити, и там постоянно сидел какой-нибудь один чувак, который говорил постоянно на любую вообще фигню, чтобы не происходило в кадре, они все такие типа офигеть, как круто, офигеть, вау, вау. Я угорал с этого и сам сейчас делаю примерно то же самое. Но это правда прям офигительно. Так, ладно. Надо перекурить.